It's nice to have a good chair to seat your guests. It's very good for business. It makes the client feel comfortable, welcome, and more likely to open their wallet. In my office, however, I like to go for the opposite effect. Something uncomfortable makes someone feel insignificant, ill at ease, and more likely to take a bad deal to get out of my office as fast as possible. Oh, this isn't to mean I don't respect your way of doing business. It just means I favor a different flavor. But I do enjoy sampling. I suppose you have an assortment of drinks for visitors, do you not? Very good then. That last one sounds lovely. I'll take a glass of that. Delicious. Let's get down to business, shall we? I'll cut to the chase. Your toy-making operations have expanded by a great deal in the past few years. You've really cornered the market, especially in this little town of yours. I can't go 2 steps without seeing one of your creations falling from the hands of one of our town's young'uns. You've made such enchanting inventions. Talking dolls, teddy bears with stuffed hearts. So many building blocks you could create a whole skyscraper. All of this and you show no signs of stopping. Unless I refuse to sell you the materials you need to keep production at an acceptable level. Yes, you do have good relationships with all local suppliers. But I have just recently bought a majority of all those companies. And without those, you cannot keep to your word of sourcing all your products locally. And isn't that a cornerstone of your company promise? Locally designed, locally made. I'm doing this because you have something I want. Why, you, yourself. I want you to be mine, and only mine. My personal little toy, to have and to hold for all time. I'd let you continue running your business, of course. Your days will be your own. But your nights, you spend with me. It doesn't have to be that way, if that's what you're thinking. I just need you to spend the hours with me. We can even be married, if that's the way you want to play this. I've admired you for far longer than you can guess. While we definitely have different business styles, I respect how you've managed to keep a good head on your shoulders, not get completely taken over by money. I want to see how long you can continue that streak when you see how I live. I won't beat around the bush. I'm a very busy person. If you do not agree to this, your company will go under. All the people you care about, who count on you, will be out of a job, and the local economy will collapse. It makes no difference to me how those people live, but I'm sure it matters a great deal to you. I look forward to having you.
Hey there. Whoa, take it easy. It's just me. Your friendly neighborhood board member? I just thought I'd touch base with you after the meeting. I was looking at our numbers for exports, and I was thinking that, Okay, I'll say it. Something weird is going on with you. You're looking all around as if you're being followed or watched. You couldn't focus on the meeting, and now you haven't even gotten ready to go yet. Normally, you'd be home by now. You're my idol for keeping a balance between business and personal time. It's really not like you to avoid leaving work. I dare say most of the staff went home hours ago. I know you're not the type to keep your colleagues at arm's length. So why the sudden emphasis on professionalism now? I can be your friend. I want to be your friend. You'll tell me? Well, that's all you need to do. Oh, so that slimy bottom feeder came by, did she? Oh, I know all about her. So, what'd she want with you? Trying to take over the market, no doubt. Or trying to buy you out of your own company? No wonder you're stressed. I've seen tycoons crumble in front of her. A different type of deal. Go on. What? 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 Oh, that piece of shit! How dare she threaten you like that? I'll kill her for this. This is just too far. I knew she was sadistic, but I never thought she'd stoop this low. You don't understand. I know this asshat from business school. She's been absolutely ruthless her entire life. Infamous for doing fucked up shit to whoever pissed her off. Ugh. She probably even came in the morning just so you'd have to think about it all day. There's just something I can't explain about this. You have a successful business, but that's not usually enough to get her attention. She doesn't even have any holdings in the business of toy manufacturing as far as I've been able to find. You've never once done something to encroach on her territory, so why the hell has she targeted you? Well, I'm not entirely sure of her holdings, to be honest. Nobody really knows where all that money came from, besides some of it being inheritance. I bet she just wanted to humiliate you into selling your business so she can enter the market. You can't honestly be serious. You're going to try and meet her tonight? What's that going to do? You know this is the type of psychopath who can't be reasoned with. You'll be playing right into her hands. No, you don't have to go through this alone. We'll find a way around this, I promise. By hook or by crook, I'm going to get you out of this deal with your pride and business intact. Just, you go home and relax. I'll make a few calls and see if I can get this to go away. All right. Good night.
Hello?
Hey, Danielle?
Yes?
Yeah, it's me. You know that person I was having you look into a while back? Start that up again. We might have to take some action.
Oh, okay.
Keep me posted. She won't take you away from me. Not after we've come this far.
There you are. Early, as I expected you would be. I do appreciate my accessories arriving on time to events. I'm sure that you like the setting. It's unequivocally the grandest restaurant in the surrounding cities. You've never been here before, so I knew it would be right to begin to introduce you to the, finer things in life here. Yes, our agreement. We can outline the details after dinner. I'm going to first give you a taste of what's to come when you agree to my terms. Well, I'm going to be like you tonight. Soft and sweet to show my respect for your way of business. Yes, I know about respect. It's so rare, however, that I have a reason to show it. Now, about dinner. I ordered each of the most expensive dishes so you may taste everything the chefs have to offer. I know you don't normally eat some of these ingredients, but you'll have to get used to how I do things when you move in with me. Oh, that is a natural part of the bargain. How are you to comfortably spend your nights with me if you have to travel so far every day? I suppose we can discuss terms later if that's what you prefer. In the meantime, I have some gifts for you. I thought something related to your chosen business might be to your liking. I procured some ancient toys from around the world through a contact of mine. This one must be your favorite. A doll from ancient Greece. Just as delightful and delicate as you are. You can display them in your office as a symbol of your company. Why worry about such things as private collectors? Think about it this way. This little old thing could be stuck in the back room of a museum somewhere, gathering dust. It could be buried in the ground next to a rotting corpse. This way, you and your clients will be able to appreciate it. Now, don't argue with me on this. Be a good little doll for me this evening, and I might reward you with an even better present. Well, eat up. You'll need your energy for our, negotiations this evening. Don't worry about the cost. I'll be paying for everything you need from now on. Delicious, isn't it? I eat here every week. Fine. The details of our agreement. As I stated, I want you to be mine, and only mine. In exchange, I will let your business continue on unimpeded. This would entail you spending your evenings with me. We could be doing anything. Anything you wish. Or anything I wish. It makes no difference to me. After all, we'll be wanting the same things soon enough. I suppose you could let your business fail. What a shame. All those people out of a job. It means nothing to me, really. What matters is you. Having a business fail is so heartbreaking. I would never want you to endure that. That's why I'm making you this deal. I can make you happy. All I want is to see you smile, and for me to be the only cause of it. I know that being with me is best for you. You are so soft, you could never reach the heights I have. When you're with me, I'll protect you from the harsh world of business. You'd really never be able to love me as I am? Well then, perhaps you could change me. It may not be your job to do so, but we must fill up our nights somehow. Now that's settled. Let's make this official, shall we? You like it, don't you? This ring belonged to a royal family in Europe. I thought you'd appreciate something traditional. Oh, and now you're off talking about blood diamonds and colonialism. Nothing pleases you, does it? Well, whatever my doll wants, my doll gets.
Whoa. Hello in there? Sheesh, you've got a whole flower shop in here. How can I... let me just... Up. Oh. Whew. Made it through. There you are. How'd last night go? Did you stand up to that so-and-so? Oh. You kinda went along with it? Well, regardless, you were still brave to go and see her. Even though it's not the decision I would have made, I'm proud of you for dealing with that jerk. So, what happened on this date? Was she a huge asshat as usual? Gifts, huh? You'll let her give you gifts, but not me? What sort of things did she give you? Something incredibly ostentatious and showy, no doubt. Ancient dolls to display in the office? That's uncharacteristically thoughtful, if a bit on the nose, if you ask me. She couldn't find out enough about you to get you something that doesn't have to do with your job? That explains the Flora taking over your office. Well, it's good she's out of town. Gives you time to breathe and think up a strategy to get out of this. What is that? That, there on your hand. Is that what I think it is? Well, you're wearing it on your ring finger, and since you've never spoken about dating before, I have to guess it came from her. What have you done? Do you have any idea what this is going to mean for you? You'll be stuck in this position forever. Oh, you should have listened to me and not gone to dinner. You should have waited. I've been working on an idea to get you out of this, and now you've gone and given in to her demands? Do you have any idea what kind of position that puts us in? Yes, us. I told you I'm not letting you go through this alone. This psychopath needs to be stopped. And I'm not going to let her drag you down to her level. I need you to stay safe. And you're making things a lot more difficult. I'm sorry. All of that was so incredibly unfair of me to say. You're doing the best you can for the good of everyone, for their protection, I understand. But please, for once in your life, be more selfish. Even if my plan doesn't work, blackmail can't last forever. Let's think this through. We could try to find new jobs for everyone before she can shut down the business. Oh, well, you're right. That would be an easy tip-off for that creep to do something drastic. And your employees probably wouldn't be able to find good jobs in time. At least nothing with the kind of pay and benefits you provide. We could speak to the suppliers themselves. Certainly they can't be completely bought out. You've tried that already. Oh, dang, I'm sorry. I really should have trusted you to think of everything. I know you don't want to hear this, but we can always come up with a new company, promise? Even if things aren't made locally, they're still locally designed. It's not like you'd be sacrificing your morals for the money. You'd still be an amazing person with honorable goals. Oh. All right, I understand not wanting to compromise. You have your pride attached to this company, and I can respect that. You don't want to lose the business and risk your employees' livelihood. You're just so noble. That's what makes you so amazing. That's why I like you. I guess... Yeah, I do like you. A lot, actually. I know this is a bad time to say this, but I just had to get it out. I don't need to hear anything back. You're in such a stressful situation already. I can't stand it. I've had my heart set on you, and then comes along this evil... and she just gets to have you? All because she's more powerful? Sorry. Gets to have you is possessive and wrong. Look at me, sounding like that asshole. But this is how I feel. Even though it's not fair for you to have to deal with my feelings on top of everything else. It's just... she doesn't deserve you. And you deserve someone who isn't pure evil. Oh... If you think this is the best course of action, I'll support you. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop fighting to get you out of this. And when I do manage it, you can claim innocence of the whole scheme, okay? I know you don't like betrayal. Here. It's a business card for a good lawyer. If you're doing this, you might as well get a good prenup out of it, huh? Get out of here early, okay? You deserve to enjoy yourself before you have to marry that monster. If it's power that's the problem, I'll just get more of it. I'll free you. Just wait and see. Then you'll be mine.
Is that the last of it? My dear, you didn't need to downsize when moving in with me. I have a great deal of space here in my mansion. That's really all you have? Huh. All the more reason to spoil you with gifts. Now, let the servants put away your belongings. Nonsense, that's what they're paid to do. You'll find everything clearly put away, and regardless, you can simply order them to bring you what you wish if you don't know where something is. Oh, come now, that stings. You think I blackmailed these people into serving me? I assure you, they're paid handsomely for the privilege of their positions. Maybe with fewer benefits than you provide your workers, but a fair rate nonetheless. Would you mind not accusing me of anything else? I must say it can wear on the soul after a while. I admit I did blackmail you with the fate of your employees, but had I not shown you the error of your caring ways, you would have easily been taken down by a jealous rival. Now I can protect you. Very well. On to the rules for staying on my estate. You already know the main one, which we agreed upon at our last meeting. You will be either with me or on this estate, sunset to sunrise. The exception to this rule is if there is a certain guest visiting me that I don't want you to have to deal with. On those days, I'll send a message in advance with the key card to my resort room. As for other rules, I would ask that you refrain from, well, acting out in the presence of others. It would be a bad look for the both of us. Agreed, then. Let us retire to the patio to discuss our upcoming nuptials. The hors d'oeuvres and wine are ready. On to the discussion. My goal is to make this wedding as spectacular as possible. We must invite all those who may doubt our strength, so we can impress them with everything we have. Otherwise, The guest list and details are up to you, my doll. Oh, don't worry about your friends and family. They are obviously invited. If you're worried that they'll feel out of place, we can certainly send them clothing to wear that will rival that of our guests. It will do much to cement our power. Our rivals will know we can take care of ourselves and those we have a vested interest in. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. They will feel like they belong. I promise you. Of course. After all, this isn't some random event. It's a real wedding. You see, I am taking this very seriously. And you should as well. After all, it is the only wedding you'll ever have. Now, the gritty details. Yes, of course we can have those flowers. Regardless of season, we can procure those. The venue. You must have some idea of where you want the wedding. Hawaii? Paris? We can certainly do that. And as for theme, what do you want the wedding to feel like? Oh, that's very unique. I'm sure our guests will be just wild about it. See, this is why you were the only one to come up with all those creative designs for your business. I knew you were the only one for me. I believe our wedding will be perfect, my doll. As for what you'll wear, you'll look absolutely splendid in what I have picked out for you. With all of that out of the way, I think now is a good time for a tour of your new home. What the... How did a dog get past the gates? I shall send someone to have a word with my guards. No, doll, don't get near it. It may be diseased. Oh, and now you're petting it. I shouldn't be surprised. Your heart is much too big for its own good. No, it will not be staying here. It's a collarless, mangy mutt. We must send it away immediately. A wedding present. I did say what my doll wants, my doll gets. Oh, all right, it can stay. But it needs a bath immediately. Take this dog to be washed immediately, and prepare a room for it. What will you name the thing, doll? All right. And send for a collar with that name as well. I am not afraid of dogs, my doll. We had a family dog growing up. Now, let's get back to that tour, shall we? You must familiarize yourself with your new home, after all. And to conclude our tour, we have my bedroom. Well, our bedroom now. You're tired. Perfect timing then. It seems the servants have finished setting up your belongings. You have a private bathroom and closet on that side of the room. Mine is on this side. You'll find everything you need and more for a relaxing night. I'll see you in a few minutes. Now, you were supposed to stay in your room. No, that bed's not for you. Get off. Oh. No. What did I just say? If you must, you may stay in the corner, but this bed is for me and my doll only. Oh, and now you're rubbing all over the pillows. What's that, my doll? I suppose the mutt can sleep with us, but it better not take up the whole bed. I'm going to prepare for bed as well. You'd better finish up and get some rest. You have work tomorrow, and in the evening, we'll be meeting with the wedding coordinator. Sleep well, my doll.
Can I come in? Well, you look wonderful. I mean it. With all your creative talents, I don't believe even you could come up with the right words to describe how magnificent you look tonight. I see. It fits you so well. Did you choose this outfit? Oh, it figures that jerk picked it out. I'm surprised you were even allowed to invite me. No, I don't believe she let you choose anything. You're telling me she didn't make her opinions known about everything from the flowers to the music? Well, of course she'd make it seem like you have control. Can't let the hundreds of guests think this is anything less than true love. I suppose it'd be bad for business if they knew what it really was. I think I've figured out what her game is here. That vile cockroach needs to make this seem like the wedding of anyone's dreams. This whole thing gets other eligible persons off her back. Changes the headlines from her shitty business practices to her magical wedding. Then, with you as her partner, people will assume she's just as good as you are, so she doesn't have to do any of the work to actually improve how she does business. And while all that's going on, you're suffering behind the scenes, unable to do anything. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a way out of this. You just need to do something that, for you, is one of the most difficult things of all. You need to think about yourself. Think about it. We could leave. Right now. We could escape to another country. I know, it's a wild idea. But there is something I've kept from you. I might not be as rich as your fiancé, but I do have my own resources. Enough capital to start a brand new life for us, away from the world of business. I know it's been crushing your soul to be a part of this life, how much you've sacrificed. You could go back to creating again, without the responsibilities. I know, you're afraid of what could happen to your employees. I admire that you're not ready to give up on what you built. But there has to be a point where you get out of this. That's a positive thought, but there's no way she would ever let you use her money to fund anything as noble as that. Think about how her money was most likely gained. I have to wonder... No, you couldn't. I just have to wonder what she said to you. If you've been influenced by her? I'm not saying you've bought into her way of life. It's just... Well, maybe you're in too deep. It's like a cult. Even intelligent people like you can be caught up in things like that when they feel they have no other place to turn. But you do have another option. Me. How long until that piece of shit gets sick of this game and runs your business into the ground? Will all our suffering be for nothing? Please, I have a car waiting outside. The driver is instructed to keep going no matter what happens. Be selfish for once in your life. A hug? I don't care if I'd be in danger. Your heart's too big for your own good. Just never forget this all started because of blackmail, okay? I don't care how long it takes. I'll wait for you. I won't abandon you to this beast.
You... You have a certain glow about you tonight, my doll. The perfect accessory for the perfect evening. And our little friend here did a wonderful job of bringing us the rings. Didn't you? But it is certainly past your bedtime. Off with you now. What a charmer. Well, I think it's about time we make our reintroduction into the crowd as an official couple with our first dance. You seem a little tense. Is there something not to your liking? I was assured that every detail would be to your exact specifications. We can certainly have something changed right away. Oh, you're worried about the crowd? Don't be. The videographers and photographers have been instructed to take only the most flattering footage and pictures. And the reporters know to only write the most complimentary things about us. All other guests, besides the ones you personally invited, know to keep their mouths shut. I do think your family and friends look lovely in the clothing I sent them. They fit right in. You see, there was nothing to worry about. Everything has been taken care of. I take great pride in fulfilling my doll's every wish. Is that not what a good toy maker does, after all? I mean, they bring their creations to life. They don't let them sit half-finished in the darkness. They adorn them beautifully and make sure to protect their fragile little souls. I have to disagree. You certainly do need protecting. Your heart is as delicate and breakable as fine china, whereas mine is as hardened as a diamond. Yes, I suppose even diamonds can be chipped. Is that what you want to do, doll? Chip away at my heart until you create the shape you desire? I would encourage you to try. You're not going to bother? Oh, well, that's no fun. At least I still have my game of showering you with everything you've never had, while you attempt to keep your precious morals. You'll see things my way, sooner or later. For now, doll, let's dance.
Hey there. I thought I'd find you here. Enjoying your last hour of daylight? Really? I can't believe... No, I can believe she'd call you during your free hours. What an ass. You didn't answer, did you? Good. You have to keep every bit of independence you can. Mind if I sit with you? Great, thanks. You look nice today. I'm glad to see you haven't really changed since the wedding. It has been a while. You know, we could still leave the country. And... I'm not going to give up on you, no matter what happens. Because you mean the most to me. I don't know if you know this, but you're really easy to love. You care about others. You try your best. You're creative. You're wonderful. For goodness sake, what's not to like about you? I didn't just come here to state facts or convince you to run away with me. I wanted to spend some quality time with you. Away from work, away from the billionaire bullshit. I know it's selfish, but I just want to be with you. Well, we could do anything. Walk around the park. See a movie. Have an early dinner, or just stay here and talk. I mean, she didn't give you any rules about what you could and couldn't do during the day. We can have our own little world while the sun is still in the sky. Spend your days with me and I can make you happy. You know what I'm suggesting. Go out with me. Your reputation. Darling, nobody has to know. To everyone, we'll just be friends spending time together. Only we'll know what we mean to each other. I can understand not liking cheating, but is it really an affair if there's no love in the first place? That monster isn't capable of caring for you. She just likes the control she has over you and your company. I actually love you for who you are. Every part of you. I'm everything you could ever need. Darling, just think about it, okay?
Why haven't you answered your phone? I've been calling you for an hour.
They've been busy.
And just who are you to be talking to my doll?
I'm their friend. And what do you care? It's daylight, isn't it?
Something has come up. Doll, let's go.
They're not going anywhere with you. They still have time. But you can't... Oh, fine. I'll see you tomorrow. But don't be afraid to take me up on my offer, okay? This can't last forever.
We have to go. Now. I understand that it's daytime, but this is important. The dog is sick. That's why I was calling you. Come on, we have to hurry. They should have run all the tests by now. No. There's no way. He can't die? This isn't over yet? Yes, I heard what they said, but there has to be something I can do. Some treatments? Surgery? Medicine? What else do these people study for? If they can't fix this, I'll make sure they never work in this field ever again. No, I'm deadly serious. I'll win those cases. I can and I will. I've done it before. He isn't even that old. Doll, don't cry. I'll fix this. When the doctors have the right motivation, they can solve anything. Just like with Baxter. Baxter was my childhood dog. He had a similar problem to our little one. They said he wouldn't survive, but they put him through surgery. He came out a little different, but healthy. He lived for another many years after that. No, it had to be the same dog. They wouldn't... They would. I knew it. I knew it. I guess I've always known, though. No. Doll, I can't say goodbye to the little one yet. He was our little ring bearer at our wedding. He slept by our side every night and woke us up in the mornings. He's been with us for such a short time. I don't want to say goodbye yet. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't even considered how this is affecting you. You were the one who rescued him, after all. Oh no, Doll, don't be sad. You gave him such a happy time. You played with him. We took him for walks, you fed him. All these things you could have had our servants do, and you insisted on doing them yourself. It can't be easy having such a big heart. You have so many weak points, after all. But I guess that gives you your own strength. You go through so many heartaches, I don't know how you stand it. Doll, let's take him home. I don't want things to end here. Let's have one more good night. Then we can say goodbye in the morning. Doll, thank you for being here. I don't think I could do this alone. To have someone here in such a weak moment. I really appreciate this. Oh, yes, I do suppose it is after sunset. You are nothing if not honest. Let's take you home, little one. Well. Someone's made it just in time. The sun is about to set. You had a bad day. That's no good. That means you don't have much energy left to entertain me. What happened to make it such? Yes, I actually want to know. I may be able to help you. You have my resources at your disposal, after all. You had to redo the whole promotional campaign? That is a real shame. You put so much of your soul into it. You're so surprised I listened. You are my favorite entertainment, after all. What sort of partner would I be if I ignored the goings-on in my doll's life? Please, continue. The suppliers. What have they been up to? Well, that's an easy fix. Being that I have majority stock in their companies, it should be no trouble to get them to recall their materials and give you a refund, plus extra. You set high standards for your business. It's only right that your suppliers match. See? There's many positives to being married to me, doll. No, I'm not going to make you entertain me. Tonight, it's all about you. So, change into something more comfortable and meet me at the jacuzzi. Are you not relaxed? Stay near the jets, they'll get your back nicely. Oh, this is the life. A warm jacuzzi, a drink in my hand, a beautiful view. You're still not relaxed? Oh, come here, doll. Let me give you a massage. My dear, you seem surprised. Penny for your thoughts? You thought I'd have our servants do this for us? Oh, goodness, no. I'm one who doesn't like to share my toys. And you, my dear, are my special little doll. Do you like the flowers adorning the room? They're the same as the ones from our wedding. The candles have your favorite scent as well. Here, let me help you apply this face mask. It has all your favorite ingredients. Perfect for keeping your skin soft and kissable. Well, if you don't like me talking, then tell me more about yourself instead. You've been a bit cagey about the deeper details of your life. I don't want to have to send a private investigator to find out your favorite color. So, come now. Let me know more about you. What makes you tick? What makes you laugh? What makes you shudder? You're right. I want to know everything about my precious doll. I want to squeeze myself into every corner of your life. I want everything you do to remind you of me. Do you know? I think about you all the time when we're not together. You take up so much of my mind I can hardly stand it. It's been that way since I first saw you. You don't remember? I'm not surprised. I never introduced myself. We were walking along the same road. A little old lady fell down in the middle of the road. A car was heading toward her. But you calmly stepped into the road and held out your hand. They stopped just in time, and you helped that poor woman out of the street. You barely flinched. I can believe you were scared. You did seem fearful, but you did it anyway. That's what initially drew me to you. You were this important person, but you did not spare a second to think about your significance. in relation to a random person you'd never met. I have to wonder, why did you do that? I suppose you're right. It's just in your nature. And it certainly seemed like an automatic decision. But is it, though? Maybe it's something in how you were raised? I guess we really are getting into nature versus nurture. What do you think, doll? Did your parents teach you to save random strangers? Or is it just something that you always knew to do? I suppose it could be a mix of both. Your parents taught you to be kind to others, and you decided that included sacrificing yourself in some situations. What were your parents like, doll? Just as lovely as you? Oh, I see. And mine? Well, let's just say they were the type to push the little old lady into the road, if it meant they could make some money. I, on the other hand, wouldn't push her. I might just let it happen. I suppose I'm an improvement over my parents. I'm not sure, doll. How deep can change really go? Could I someday be the type of person to save someone else? You may be right. It just takes time and a decision. Well, let's get out before we get too pruny. We have your favorite movie to watch, after all. This I did find out with a private investigator. It's wonderful what you can find out about a person by looking into their search history. And no, I will not comment on your romance novel addiction. That is for a professional to deal with. Well, that was certainly something. No, I enjoyed it. It just made me think. I'm glad we didn't go on a honeymoon. While you do deserve a long break from work, it's nice to just be here with you. Now, let's watch my favorite movie. You'll love it. I know you will. Good evening, doll. How is your night going? Good. I'm glad that you settled in nicely. However, you still haven't made much use of the mansion since you've been here. I really thought you'd like the library. You know you have free reign of everything, right? I suppose I haven't made that clear. I apologize. Yes, I know I don't say that much. I could say that I haven't had much reason to, but that would be a lie. I must admit something to you. I've been seeing someone. No, not in that way. A professional. About myself, as always. But also about you. Well, we've discussed this. I'm not a good person. I feel ready to admit that, after seeing my therapist for a while. I've done horrible things to get you by my side that have hurt you more than I could ever apologize for. I suppose I'm saying this because it's just... You've helped change me, doll. Whether you intended to or not, I've been feeling something I've never felt before. What do you suppose that is, Love? Regret? Embarrassment? Whatever you want to call it, there's something different going on in my... I wonder if I do have a soul after all. Doll... No more doll. I have something to give you. No, it's not another rare cultural artifact or some delicate antique. Just look. Please. Here. Yes, divorce papers, first and foremost. Filled out, just awaiting your signature. You'll get half of everything I own, as is the bare minimum I could offer. The second papers are potential press releases that would explain our separation, designed to keep your pristine reputation intact. And to the third document. It's proof that I've sold off all my stocks in your suppliers' companies to people who will continue to work with yours with no issue. For once I am the cause of your smile, though it breaks my heart to offer this. This is no joke. I've been considering that conversation we had a while back, about why we are the way we are. I've discovered that no one can force you to be a better person. You have to decide that for yourself. And while I have a long way to go before I could ever hope to achieve your level of heart, at least I can make a meaningful start. I suppose, after you sign that, you'll never want to see me again. No, I understand. One's kindness can only go so far. I don't deserve anything from you after all I've done. I can't tell you exactly why I did this in the first place. I was just enamored by you after I saw your kind act. I suppose you are who I want to be, and you would never do what I did to you. I thought that being around you would make me a better person by default. If my parents made me this way through genetics or just always giving me everything I ever wanted, maybe being around someone good could teach me to be better. Who could that possibly be at this hour?
Get ready to pay, you monster.
are... Wait, I remember you from that coffee shop. I think you should leave.
I don't think so. See, I'm here on behalf of several government agencies who have questions for you about your business practices. So I'll just let myself in. There you are. How are you? Has she hurt you?
You don't need to worry about that anymore.
I certainly don't, now that you'll be going away for a long time. We have a rock-solid case against you, so even your precious corporate lawyers won't be able to do anything to help you. And we've got someone here who can give first-hand testimony on how you've been treating people.
Yes. You do. Wait, what are you saying?
What are you talking about? You're not going to speak out about this?
You have to. Think about it. I have made the decision to change, but at the end of the day, I need to pay for what I've done. I want to be better. And part of that is making up for my despicable actions. Let me do this. For everyone I've hurt. For you. Thank you.
Well, you might as well say your goodbyes. You won't be seeing them after this.
I suppose so. Would you mind giving us some privacy?
Anything you say to them can be said in front of a witness.
Then witness this. I love you. And if you ever need anything once I'm out of prison, just say the word and I'll send any help you need. You don't even have to see me. I'll certainly need to make reparations for the things I've done, but I'm sure I'll have enough left over to make life easier for you. You deserve it, after all. You'll know how to use my resources for good. I'll forever admire you. The only thing in my life money couldn't buy me was your heart.
I think it's time to go.
You're right. Farewell.
Oh, you're finally free. I can't believe this is finally over. Hey, what's that look for? Don't tell me you feel sorry for her. Your heart really is too big for your own good. Come on, let's get you home. I'll help you move your things. You're welcome.